First thing I would like to say is thank you to our customers. Many of those have either been on the front line or supporting the front line during this crisis, and it's something that we really are appreciative of. Secondly, it's the way that our employees and our team have been able to support those customers during these times. For them to be able to respond in the way they did, whilst there's obviously uncertainty around everything that we're doing, it's something that I'm extremely proud of and also something I'm extremely grateful for. And to be able to achieve this whilst adapting to the health and safety guidelines that have come out from this crisis is something that the guys have been really responsive on and very mindful of, and that's given both their colleagues and also our customers an assurance level about the vehicles that we're providing for them. But lastly, I think at this moment in time we are able to look forward with cautious optimism, whilst also remembering the things that we've been through in recent times and also the adaptations that we've made, and ensure that they stay with us through this crisis in the future. So obviously many organisations, in fact every organisation's business will have changed in one way or another. And as I mentioned earlier, that creates uncertainty. So the ways that we've really responded to that is, one, making sure we're as adaptable as possible. People have seen their business grow, people have seen their business contract, and we need to ensure that via strong lines of communication with our customers that we understand where they are and how we can support them to respond to whatever and however COVID has affected them. And then the last thing I'd really say is that the immediacy of some of this has really forced our team to be as responsive as possible. It's something that I've got great faith in that they deliver it all day, every day, but it's really been an increased focus during this time. So, firstly, I'd like to highlight our support of the Nightingale hospitals via both ATVs and golf buggies. Secondly, we've worked directly with the government, supporting them in delivering mobile testing and also mobile lab vehicles, which really is on the front line of the fight against this crisis. And then lastly, what we're working with our customers is to understand what social distancing means for them. In numerous ways. Firstly, as I touched on earlier, some people's businesses have grown, other organisations have contracted, and that places demand in certain areas, and we have to make sure that our fleet is in the right place at the right time for those customers, whilst also making sure that people whose businesses have contracted, that when they do come back online, and we hope they do, that we're also able to support them. Acquiring vehicles, procuring vehicles is what we do all day, every day. In times of uncertainty, obviously that places greater focus on our ability to deliver. But so far, from everything I've seen from the team, like I said, I'm really pleased and feel we're ahead of the curve and ready for whatever else comes up in the future. I think one of the things I'm really pleased to see is that over the last over several years, we've really worked on diversifying our fleet. And whilst in normal course of business, that's been a valuable asset to us and also the people we deal with, at a time like this, it really is magnified. Some of the requests for vehicles that we've been asked for 5-6 years ago, I think we really would have struggled to supply. Maybe even 12 months ago, we'd have struggled to supply. One of the things that we've obviously done as a business in recent times is the acquisition of SHB, and that's really accelerated our provision of, a diverse fleet. And I think that that's really helped us. And then the second thing in terms of just business, I think we really need to be aware and take stock of what we have learned. Not only our ability to adapt, but the speed in which we're able to adapt. If we can continue to replicate that in normal business, I think that our customers and our employees will really see the benefit in that. Well, I think firstly we have to build on our communication that we've had with our customers. It's something that I've always felt that we've been very strong at, but I think we've really sharpened our focus on that during this time, and I fully expect that we will continue that in times of, or periods of probably hopefully more certainty in the future. I think one of the ways that we've been able to achieve that is really building a team with a huge amount of experience and knowledge. We've done that via recruitment, we've done that via training and development, and also with some of the great people that we've joined the company via acquisition. I really feel excited about what those guys are going to deliver in the future. And then lastly, in times like this, we really have to stand by what we say we're going to do to customers. And our complete clean pledge is something that we're very confident in delivering. We want to provide our customers and our employees with as much assurance that the vehicles that they will be operating both safe and also compliant with all health guidelines.